Welcome back to part 2. I really think it's more like part 3 because I did do another video on the front side, but I don't know if I shared it or not. One of the things I'm going to start doing, I think, is explaining that if you are 18 years old or older, do not watch this video. Nothing on this channel is specifically designed for children, though there is nothing on this channel that is inappropriate for children, but because of recent changes by YouTube, I feel compelled to make these declarations. So if you continue watching, please be aware of the fact that YouTube does track what people watch for the sake of advertising. It's how they make money. And if they didn't do that, then we wouldn't have a free platform to do what we do on. Okay, so as you see, this one actually turned out better than most of them. As you can see, it's lighter on the horizon and it flows upward into deeper darkness. I used the Wink of Stella. Actually did my star without bleeding into it. And all of that looks pretty good right there. The little white dots for the other stars. And I did explain to you that there was a problem with my stamp. This little bow that is supposed to be down there does not come out properly, so I have to freehand it, and now you know why I say I can't draw. That's freehanding a bow. On this little tiny print here, it was a stamp, of course, but I learned something in stamping this. This print is very, very small. It's very close together. And when you're stamping with your this, and you come down on to, the stamp, I found out that if I did it lightly on these letters, instead of like forcing it like I do a lot, I bang, 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 I just did it gingerly and lightly. And because I was putting less ink on them, they came out looking much better. First few times I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? That one is a little, I might have to go over that word this. But as you see, the light touch is better for the smaller print like that. So that's something that I think I learned in this adventure and doing my Christmas cards. Now, what I have been doing with this, and because it is a wee bit away from me, I'm not able to sit right on top of it and show you what I'm doing. So there's a good possibility you're going to see me make a lot of mistakes. But what I've been doing is going through and coloring this whole thing in something other than Copics. Like I said, I've purchased stuff that was on sale, and and will continue to do so, because I still feel a little like, you know, not putting a lot of money into a particular situation until I'm better and I know what I'm doing. Now, that does look a little weird, but don't worry about it. What I have been doing is taking the, okay, this was Marsh Green G136 by Winsor Newton Pro Marker. I'm sorry. And this is Winsor Newton Pro Marker Ice Gray 4 IG4. Now what I've been doing is the mountains that are furthest away, I color them green, and then I go over it with the gray. And then I'm going to go over it with the green again. Okay, see that? And now I'm going to go back over it with the green, and in my mind, if it's a fairly dark night, the things that are further away are going to be a little bit darker than the foreground. So I did them all first in green, and then I did in gray. And what I'm going to do again is go over this green again. It is a little harder to do it since I'm not seeing it as well as if I were doing this and not have the camera right here. You know, today is Monday, and it's Thanksgiving this week. Can you believe that already? Golly, that worked pretty good. Now, what I do to this other little area where it looks like there's a little path, I've got a warm gray WG1. It is Winsor Newton brush marker. And again, this was purchased because it was inexpensive. It was on clearance. But I just come along with it. Now, because it is a lighter color than because it's lighter than the surrounding color, it kind of, you see, I don't know if you can see it or not, it kind of models it and kind of maybe, you know, gives it a look like ruts in it or stones in it. And while there probably wouldn't be stones in a path because someone would have cleared them out, it just gives it a little rustic look as far as I'm concerned. And then what I've been doing for the little bow down there is, now this was, let's see, is this the, okay, this is Master's Touch. This is a Hobby Lobby brand. Now, when I first gave you a review of these, I said I didn't like them. But what was happening was I was storing them like this. Now I have made myself a little bit let's see if I can take this out. You'll see how I've made myself a storage area. And what I did is hot glued. I went and got these, they're turquoise. Got them from Walmart. They were the smaller size. Let's see if I can come around here. Yeah, there you go. They were 57 cents, and then I think the larger size were 97 cents. And I think these are about, they might be a little bit more than 6 inches, but I hot glued them all together. And so now I store all of my pins in a mostly horizontal fashion, and they don't, I haven't had any problem with them being too juicy and glooping, like dropping a massive amount of glue as soon as I touch it down on my paper. Now here, I gotta put you back in. Okay. So I have the rest of these to do in the middle, and then I will be doing this, and then I will be attaching the little black, and I'm going to try to do a little bit of blue around there, blue around there, and blue around there. And let's see, what all did I use on this? Okay, this is by MayMayMadeIt.com, and the rest of it, of course, is the Art Impressions Nativity Circlet Trifold. I know that's a mouthful, but the words came from May Made It. And also on my finished one, where it says Emmanuel, God with us, it is also by May Made It. On there, she's got a nativity from last year. She may have a new nativity this year, I don't know, but from last year. This is from last year. When I did this, I did have a problem with it. The letters smushed together. I pressed it down, I guess, too hard, and all the letters smushed together. So what I did was my little pick tool, I went in before I heated it. I went in, because this is all embossing. I went in and I lightly tried to make a difference in the lines. And I did. That is, that's good for my first complete one. And so when you go to do it, just be careful of pressing down with your, whatever you're using for your embossing, especially if the letters are super close together like these were in the stamp. So I'm going to really have to keep an eye on that as to how I am pressing it down. Okay, well, this is going to be my last one before we leave to visit relatives, and I will not have any more time to be on YouTube, but I want to wish you a very wonderful, happy time with your family this coming week. God bless you. Have fun. Eat. Enjoy life. God bless you. Bye-bye.